Hey, what's up, American history students? Welcome to day 12 of our e-learning. It is Tuesday, April the 7th. It is supposed to be a hot day, like summertime hot today. It was a beautiful day yesterday, and we have another warm one tomorrow, so make sure over the next couple of days you make it outside, soak up some of that sun, breathe in some of that fresh air. Don't forget to work on your e-learning, but if you can, Wi-Fi it and do some e-learning outside, that'd be great. If not, get your e-learning done so you can get outside and enjoy that nice weather while maintaining a safe social distance from your neighbors and others out and about. Remember what I said yesterday, going outside your house, going outside in the backyard, the front yard, around your neighborhood, that's fine. Anything else we want to, not do unless it's absolutely necessary. And if we do the right thing and wear your face mask. I mentioned I had to go to the grocery store yesterday, wore my face mask. We had to run a few errands yesterday. Again, these weren't just joy rides, but we had to take care of business, get some food. Here's my picture of my wife modeling her face mask, right? I think she looks pretty good in it. We all kind of look like ninjas. But when this picture was taken, we were heading up to the public library, which I don't know if any of you are aware of this, but if you live in St. Louis County, there are 9 public library branches that on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays are handing out free food to anyone under 18. And so I have 3 children under 18, so we're definitely taking advantage of that, right? This is just a little thing that can help people out, who are struggling financially or are struggling to find food during this time. So, if that's you and you're under 18, take advantage of that. Look it up online. There are plenty of other places that are handing out free food, school districts, and things like that. So take advantage of that. We did. That was a necessary trip, not an unnecessary trip. We're not doing unnecessary trips now. We're not doing leisure trips. And when we do have to go out, we're wearing our face masks. And I hope you do the same. Do the responsible, right thing. Don't do the stupid thing. Remember, we have been doing our work. 2 types of assignments every day, right? Question of the day, which is just participation discussion points, and then your reading and writing assignment. Yesterday was like an all-time record for the discussion board. I think we had like 7 or 8 people on there answering the question of the day. That was awesome. So keep that up, guys, through the end of the term and beyond. And there's only 3 days left in the term. So one thing that I want to point out, especially if you're behind on the assignments, or if you're a St. Louis public school student and you just started working on the assignments and you see all these different assignments in there, don't sweat about getting everything done. Get something done, right? Every day, make sure you get on there and answer that question of the day, and then just work on some of the readings and writings. I don't expect you to get every single assignment done. If you do, awesome, great. But just know this, everything that you do between now and Thursday, the end of the term, will only bring your grade up. All right, so look at your grade. You got your midterm grade, whatever your grade is right now. Anything you do between now and the end of the term will only bring your grade up. It will not go down, right? So take advantage. Get some work done, bring that grade up. And if you need any help with that, as always, please let me know. One thing that you probably will need help with, because people keep running into this glitch in the system, is when you go to assignments, and you look at all your different assignments, and you see all the different assignments we've had from Chapter 18, and now we're into Chapter 19. If you start an assignment and don't finish it, and you don't click Save for later, you just exit out of it, and then try and go back in, you're probably going to find yourself locked out. I know a lot of people have been running into this problem. Some people have contacted me, and I can, on my end, what it looks like is it says, do you want to let this student continue their assignment? And unless I click on that, you can't get back in. Once I click on that, you should be able to get back in and continue your assignment. I don't get any kind of alert to that, so I'm, regularly checking to make sure that no one's locked out, and if you are, I try to get you back in. But if you find yourself in that position and you want to, get back in your assignment, send me a message, because then I will get an email alert letting me know that someone's locked out, they need back in. I do check it regularly, but again, if you got locked out, you should be able to get back in now. And if you find yourself locked out of an assignment again, try to avoid that by clicking on Save for Later. But if it happens, just let me know and I'll get it fixed. So don't get discouraged by that, please. That's a glitch, an unfortunate glitch in the Blackbaud system that I haven't been able to fix or figure out how to fix yet. But the most recent assignment, today's assignment, you see there is Chapter 19, Section 2. And of course, we have our daily question of the day. So let's look real quickly at this question of the day. What is the question of the day? I just want to look real quickly at it because it's all about nuclear weapons. That's not it. Let's see. Maybe we won't look at the question of the day. It's all about nuclear weapons. And you might think this is a stupid question. But the question is, are nuclear weapons good or bad, right? Maybe nuclear weapons are stupid. Maybe nuclear weapons are, you might think I'm stupid. I think nuclear weapons have actually promoted world peace, right? The proliferation of nuclear weapons has prevented World War III. Remember, we had World War I, and then 20 years later, less than 20 years later, we had World War II. And then World War II ended, and now it's been 75 years without another world war. And I would argue that nuclear weapons has a lot to do with that. But this question of the day, there's a YouTube video attached to it that I'd like you guys to see. And this is the YouTube video that shows every nuclear weapon ever used since 1945. Only 2 have actually been used against a actual opponent in war. The rest of these on this map are actual nuclear weapon tests that were detonated around the globe over a long period of time by multiple countries. So all of those flashes are tests of nuclear weapons. Why are these countries testing so many nuclear weapons? Why are there so many countries? What's the point of all this? That's the question of the day. So make sure you get in there and answer that question of the day. And then I also want to take a look at this assignment, because again, these assignments, I would recommend the best way to do these assignments, again, to avoid getting locked out. Remember, you start off on your class bulletin board, you got your messages here, you got your topics tab. Under your topics tab is where you find the readings. The most recent topic is either going to be at the top or the far left, as it is on this screen, which we're on the Cold War. You see that map separating the non-communist countries of Europe from the communist countries of Europe. But up here we got the readings, where you download. Here's how I would do it. I download the reading first. Because if you go into the questions and then you're like, oh, I don't know how to answer these questions, I need to do the reading. Well, it's too late, right? Now you're going to exit out of the questions and be locked out. And that's what we don't want to do. So open up the reading first. And I'll just minimize that. Put it over here for right now. And then go to your assignments. Go back to the Assignments tab. Click that. And open up your assignment. And when you open up your assignment, let's see what it looks like. It tells you the chapter and section, which we already opened up. We begin the question. There are 4 questions. You have a button for submit answers. You have a button for save for later. Try to remember, if you can't finish it all in one sitting, click save for later so you don't get locked out. If you forget, don't worry. I'll get you back in there. But let's look at these questions. What did HUAC hearings and the McCarran-Walter Act show about American attitudes? HUAC is the House Un-American Activities Committee, and it was stupid. What are American attitudes? What does this show? This was to stop people from immigrating from countries that had been taken over by communists. What does it show about American attitudes? That Americans are stupid, and they think that anyone who comes from a certain country is bad, and that anyone who has views that are outside the norm is a dirty communist and is bad. That's what it was all about. It was a witch hunt. It was people being accused of things that they didn't do and then having to defend themselves for being different. And it was all because people were freaked out about communists. How did NATO demonstrate the principle of collective security? NATO is a thing that's still around. the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. It's an alliance between the United States and all those blue countries on the map that we saw, and Canada, and Australia. And again, it is an agreement that all these countries are going to protect each other against the communists. Alliances are good, allies are good. What was the importance of the Berlin airlift? This has to do with separating Germany into two Germanys, East Germany and West Germany. East Germany was controlled by the communists, West Germany was not. And the communists wanted to take over all of Germany, and that's what the Berlin airlift had to do with. And then what was the Marshall Plan and why was it instituted? The Marshall Plan was America giving millions, if not billions of dollars to all the countries of Europe to help them rebuild after World War II. Why would we do that? To keep the communists from taking them over. So there you go. I gave you the answers to all the questions. Really easy to do. Make sure you answer those in complete sentences. They don't got to be long answers, just complete sentences. And again, if you have any problems, any questions, let me know. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.